So I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am in the medical field. I started my wig journey in May and it was getting hot at that time. I started with synthetics and very short because just the feel of them on my neck was irritating to me and it was weird. So I very slowly, or I mean, in some terms, it would be quickly, transitioned my way to longer and longer. But through the summer, I mostly wore short and wefted, and then I transitioned to human hair, and I just realized how much nicer they feel and how much more comfortable they are. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to the summer coming up just to see how human hair feels in the summer. I think some of the advice that I wish that I had known back when I started my hair loss journey was to take your time when trying to figure out what is going to work for you. I think at least for me, I was very quick to come to the realization that my hair loss was so bad that I really wanted to start wearing wigs. But I also then was in a hurry to find the perfect wig for me. So I immediately started scouring through other influencers' videos and just seeing what they looked like on them. And I'm like, this is so cute. I want to wear it. But I didn't take the time to really figure out if it was going to look well on me, because everybody's face shape is different and their sizes are different, and what looks beautiful on somebody who's been wearing wigs for 5 years is going to look like a fake weird helmet on somebody brand new, and that it wasn't made for them. Before I even considered wigs at all, I have gone through I did tons of different treatments, over-the-counter stuff. I did microneedling. I took the supplements, anything and everything that I could do, like ebooks that teach you how to make your own, hair oils to grow your hair out. Nothing was really working. And I didn't even know wigs were an option, honestly. And I just happened to be scrolling on Instagram and saw somebody wearing one, and she lifted it up and like, this is a wig. And I was like, what? And that's kind of where I just started my investigation on that. So I thought of doing toppers as a transition, but I had so much hair loss in the front that I bought a cheap topper just to see, and I just could not get it to blend. I just didn't have enough hair in the front to do much with it. So that's kind of when I decided that I would just skip the topper, go straight to wigs, try it. And my deal to myself was I would order one, see if I even liked wearing it, because everybody was like, it's going to be too itchy. You're not going to like it. You don't want to do that. Your hair is fine. And I was like, well, I'll order one, see what it's like. If I can tolerate it, then I'll go from there. I think when I first started wearing wigs, I had very minimal expectations of what to expect. I probably expected them to look much more unnatural. And so I was pleasantly surprised when I started wearing wigs and people didn't even notice around me. They just thought I cut my hair and colored it a little bit. And then I would show up with a slightly different one and they're like, oh, did you change your hair? And I'm like, yeah. And then I would show up with a completely different one and they would be like, oh, what's going on? So I was actually very surprised at how realistic that they could look. And then once you start getting into human hair, it's like a whole nother level of realistic. When you have so much hair loss, it's all you can think about. It's like you're constantly fixated on how your hair looks and trying to cover up your bald patches. And it's just nice to go out in public and not have to worry about that. I hope that just the more that I learn in the wig industry, the more that I can teach other people, so that maybe they can streamline that process of deciding they're wearing wigs to like understanding more about all the different options out there and make this journey not so overwhelming is honestly what it comes down to, because it's so scary, so intimidating, and so overwhelming. But if you know that you're not alone in it, and you know you have a resource and somebody that can teach you things, it makes that journey a lot easier. So I found Super Hair Pieces on Instagram. I believe it's where I spend most of my social media time, is on Instagram. And since I'm just starting wearing human hair more, it was definitely of interest, especially because of the medical style cap I feel like they're so comfortable. I feel like Super Hair Pieces has got a lot of options for anywhere on the spectrum of, like, if you want the high end, really nice hairline, higher quality hair, you can have it. But if you're on a tight budget, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to have a human hair wig too. I love that you're able to find something for everybody. You have a wide variety of colors, which is really nice. And I like that you're changing with the trends to kind of keep up with like what's going on in the wig world and what people are really demanding. The advice that I would give to somebody going through hair loss is, it is your journey. Do what you need to do in your timeline. Whether that means spending years and years trying to get your hair back, whether it means calling it done right away, it doesn't matter. It is your journey, and nobody can put a timeline on it. Nobody can tell you what you should do. It just research your options and just make the decision for yourself, and find people around you that can support you to go through it with you, you know.